up so that members of my administration can keep the leadership up to date as the war democratic and at peace in this neighborhood. I've asked the members of Congress to come up so that members of my administration can keep the leadership up to date as the war to liberate Iraq and to remove the weapons of mass destruction out of Iraq proceeds. The military briefings, of course, will continue to be given out of the Pentagon. Secretary Rumsfeld will be briefing this afternoon. I also really want to thank the members of Congress, both House members, Senate members, members of both political parties, for the strong resolutions that came off the floor of their respective bodies, resolutions which said loud and clear our country supports the men and women in uniform. Not only do we support those brave souls who were sacrificing on our behalf, but we want to thank their parents and their families for their dedication as well. As Secretary Rumsfeld said, we're making progress. We will stay on task until we've achieved our objective, which is to rid Iraq of weapons of mass destruction and free the Iraqi people so they can live in a society that is hopeful and democratic and at peace in this neighborhood. All of us involved here in Washington are extremely proud of the skill and bravery of our young Americans who are willing to sacrifice for something greater than themselves. So it's my honor to welcome the members here. We will continue to keep them briefed on as this war progresses. And I want to thank them for the unity, the message of unity. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all.
The military briefings, of course, will continue to be given out of the Pentagon. Secretary Rumsfeld will be briefing this afternoon. Their parents and their families for, as Secretary Rumsfeld said, we're making progress.
The diplomats. Already two strong allies, Canada and Russia, have said.
At the moment, we don't see a need for any Turkish incursions into northern Iraq, and we are talking with the Turkish authorities to see whether or not there is some planning we should do with respect to any humanitarian needs that might arise along the border. But our position is that these two items should be separable. Let's deal with the overflight issue and deal with the need for making sure that there is not a disturbance along the Turkish-Iraq border.
Mr. How big a problem is this going to be for you?
That is their choice. We believe that as we watch this